As the hour grows late, 4 remain, seeking to claim the title of sole survivor. They are Adele. After being voted out pre-merge, Adele earned her way back into the game with a heroic performance for the Redemption Tribe. Since then, she has been a persistent social threat, making allies both on and off the jury, and even winning the last immunity challenge. Elle. As leader of the Majority Alliance for most of the game, Elle orchestrated blindside after blindside. With loyal allies and an immunity idol in her pocket, Elle has dominated the game, despite receiving votes at 4 of the last 5 tribal councils. But with her idol expired and her allies dwindling, can Elle get over this final hurdle? Mike has been on the wrong side of several votes, but his strong social game has kept the target off long enough to get him to the final 4. He's won 2 individual immunity challenges and is the only remaining survivor who has yet to receive a single vote. With nowhere left to hide, can Mike seize control of his own destiny? Zainab, the very first person voted out. Zainab fought and won a redemption duel to rejoin the game early on. Since then, she's used a combination of challenge skill, careful alliances, and social connections to keep her torch lit. But without any individual immunity wins, she may have an uphill battle to make it through to the final tribal council. 4 are left, with 1 challenge to go. Who will be voted out? Who will make the final tribal council? And who will be the sole survivor? Find out now.
This is your chance to guarantee a spot in the final 3.
In this challenge, you each have a box sealed with a combination lock. There are 3 stations set up throughout the area. At each station, you must count the number of items. Then, you will use the last digit of each count to open your lock. Once you have opened your lock, you will retrieve a jigsaw puzzle. Whoever solves the puzzle first wins individual immunity and a guaranteed chance to make their case before the jury in the final tribal council. For the losers, someone will be going home and become the 9th and final member of the jury.
What?
What the fuck?
Dell thinks she has it.
No, I don't have it, but I need to write a number down.
Everybody trying numbers now. Like going back to count the dice one more time.
Okay.
Going through the numbers from 000 to 999.
That I am. Or she knows one of the answers and that eliminates a bunch of probabilities.
A lot of possibilities.
I know.
Mike and Adele working together.
So you count all the ones that are
No, but what about the one?
You get it? Now we've got a race.
That was quite a challenge.
Oh, I can't play. Yeah. Oh, but I have it. That's fair. No. All right.
Like Zay's gonna be the tiebreaker. Or like if we can't get her, then it's gonna be a tie, right?
Yeah.
So she has an idol in her pocket. That's gonna be big points with her that she didn't compete this with.
Yeah, I mean it'll either be me or
Yeah.
her. But
Yeah.
if you want to mix it up, great. If not, that was my offer. That's all I got on the table. I'll think about it. Yeah. Do you? I respect it.
All right, this is the final tribal council before we get to the final three. I think Elle knows that I'm going to vote for her. I think everyone probably knows that I'm going to vote for Elle. My main goal coming into this immunity challenge was to make sure that Elle didn't have immunity. So that explains some of the collaboration, and I think we succeeded. It really scares me that Elle has an idol in her pocket that she has not needed to play. I think that's big points with the jury. I think she's been in the driver's seat for all these votes, even ones that I haven't been on the right side of, and I just can't sit next to that. So that's my vote.
Ooh, that last challenge was really rough. The alliances, I think, are very clearly Mike and I, obviously, and then Zainab and Elle. Mike and I are going to vote for Elle. And of course, it makes the most sense that Zainab and Elle would vote for me.
I know Mike's wanted me out forever, and he knows that I have a hidden immunity idol that I never played, which I think would be a great play for the jury. I think he knows that too. My only chance, really, is that Zay would vote for Adele with me, and then it's 50-50.
I got into the lock first, could not do the puzzle, even though it was a very basic puzzle. I have an opportunity to potentially be just a shoo-in. I know that Adele and Mike are gonna vote for Elle. If I vote Adele, then that could split the votes. Or do I just want to secure myself in? I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Well, welcome to your final tribal council of the game. Before you speak before the jury, Mike, congratulations again on winning immunity. Quite a battle. How do you feel?
I feel good. I think that it's pretty obvious that there was one person in this group of four that I did not want to win immunity. And I think that was Elle. Sorry.
Sorry. It's an honor, really.
Yeah, she's played a really good game. I mean, I still don't know how the vote's going to go tonight, but my goal was to make sure that it wasn't her wearing this necklace. So sorry about that.
So safe to say you'll be voting for Elle?
I think so.
Elle, that's always rough to have the person with immunity coming and saying they're voting for you. How do you tackle that in between challenge and tribal?
It's really pretty much out of my hands now. I've known that Mike and Adele were going to vote for me.
So what I'm hearing is that we've got Mike and Adele on one side. We've got Elle as their target, and Zainab, that puts you in the middle, which is a great spot to be going into the final 3.
It is. It hurts a little because I've been working with Elle this whole time.
But on the flip side, has anyone discussed trying to force a tie?
It was brought up. It's definitely brought
Might
up.
have some thoughts.
Yeah.
Always risky because, it could be you going home.
Yeah.
Adele, I saw you and Mike working together a lot in that final challenge. So was that an alliance that's been going on since early game, or is that something just an alliance of convenience just to kind of secure this spot in the final 3?
It's been there since the beginning. But I got eliminated early on, so I don't think we thought that we would have to lean into the alliance.
All right. Well, I wish you all luck. And for the last time, it's time to vote.
You played a great game. This is a compliment. You have an idol in your pocket. I can't let you go to the jury and sit next to me with an unused idol in your pocket. I'm sorry, Elle.
Gonna vote for Elle. I'm actually a little bit worried that Mike might vote me off, because then that's like a guaranteed move. And I have a feeling he thinks that I have high favor with the jury because I was eliminated. But he's untouchable. So I'll put Elle's name in since Mike and I didn't have an alliance. And we'll see where it goes from here.
If it were up to me, I'd make it to the end.
This is a really hard vote. I do not want to vote for Elle, but I really secure myself in the final 3 if I do vote for Elle. Do I make things spicy, or do I just...
I'll read the votes. First vote, Elle. Second vote, Adele. Third vote, Elle. Last vote. The 9th and final member of our jury, Elle.
It's okay.
Sorry, Elle. Bring me your sword.
All good.
Elle. Sorry. Tried to spoken. It's time for you to go.
I'm really proud of the game I played, and I had a hidden immunity idol from for the first challenge and never had to play it. And I can go home with my head high because I wanted to show that this game could be played another way, and I did that.
First, we're going to give each of the surviving contenders a chance to plead their case. We'll start with Zainab.
I was the first to be voted out, but stayed positive, and I was the first to be redeemed. I may not have won any challenges or gotten any immunity throughout the whole day, but I think that just makes it all the more impressive that I got this spot. So there's that. I said out loud what my plan was to just stay in the middle and kind of listen to the whispers and secrets around me and let people come to me, and that's exactly what I did and found success in that. Allowed me to vote appropriately as well. And then I played pretty independently. I didn't have to team up to get through any part of any challenges or anything. And yeah, I just feel like I was pretty successful overall today. And I don't think that I burned any bridges or, snuck behind anyone's backs. Elle, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to do that, but I gotta do what I gotta do for me and this baby.
Thank you, Zainab.
You're welcome.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, I came into this day not, as part of a couple or with any, super strong connections necessarily. So I think I played a pretty under the radar, but ultimately successful game. I am the only person sitting here who has not had their name written down even once. I've won 3 individual immunity challenges. I was really pushing at the end for Elle to go home, and that is why Adele and I teamed up towards the end. I knew that she had an idol in her pocket that she hadn't played, and if she had brought that out and stunned the jury, I don't think any of the 3 of us, or even anyone sitting on the jury, could have beaten that. And I have not ever looked someone in the eye and told them that I wasn't going to vote their name down, and then written their name. So I think I've played a pretty above board game, and I can take some pride in that.
Thank you, Mike. And last but not least, Adele.
Yes. So today's been really fun. I'm actually surprised I made it to the end because I generally struggle with any games that involve some degree of deception. So I know you can definitely play Survivor without necessarily, either entering a truce or breaking a truce. But I think, again, Survivor does usually involve some degree of like jockeying and making relationships. And that generally makes me feel pretty uncomfortable because I don't like lying to people and I don't like going back on my promises. So again, very surprised I've made it here, and I'm hopeful that, kind of each of you have felt that I've contributed to your victory in some shape or form through the team challenges, and that you had a lot of fun playing with me today. So, vote for me!
All right. Thank you 3. Now the power shifts to the jury, and the jury will have a chance to air the grievances that they've been saving up ever since they got voted out. So we will start with Neeraj.
I actually don't have any questions. I'm just gonna pass it on.
You're going to pass it on? You don't, nothing you want to say? All right.
I'll go. So, above board games, great. Not that interested in that. Out here, there are 2 types of people. There are rats and there are snakes. And I need to know, what is the deceptive thing that helped you get to where you are today?
I'll go first. Daniel, you were very vocal, and everyone knows on these types of shows that the person who is very vocal eventually is going to draw a little too much attention to themselves. So I kind of let you draw attention after I just gotten back into the game, and I was like, okay, I probably have a target on my back, and I had a couple more votes in from another tribal, and I just kind of was like, you know what, I'm gonna let him take it. I'm hearing his name, and I have been working with him, but I kind of need to let him take this.
Okay, so stab me in back. Good answer, Mike.
Yeah, I think as someone who's here kind of by themselves, that was something that Ross and I kind of identified as there were a couple couples left in the game, and the 2 of us, and once Lyle went home, I knew we had to get some heat onto the couples and break some of them up, but I knew we couldn't approach it as that pitch because then each other couple would know, okay, well, we might be next. So I think trying to navigate those votes and break them up without being very clear that we were breaking up the couples until it was too late to
we knew.
do otherwise.
My one moment of deception was when Ross and I had rejoined the game after Redemption, and so there was an alliance that I had with Ross that we would keep each other in the game. But Bridget had also come up to me and said, hey, we should eliminate Ross kind of as a strong player. But since Ross and I had come back from Redemption, I decided to stick with my Ross alliance and vote for someone else.
Mike, you talk about your move being breaking up the couples. Do you think breaking the couples up was really a smart idea, or would you rather have taken a couple and split that vote up versus the jury?
I think that towards the end, yes, I would have loved to see 2 people sitting next to me, but I think getting to this point is also something that we have to think about constantly, and that was, I don't know, I've met all y'all today. I don't know how the relationship is. I don't know if you're going to be competing as a couple or competing against each other as a couple, and so I just knew that I had to try and, as much as possible, break up existing relationships.
Mike, you said in the last tribal council that if you hadn't won the immunity challenge and Elle had, then you probably would have gotten voted out, or that was your specific goal. Do you think it was within the spirit of the game to have allied in the middle of the challenge with another competitor?
I think that, well, I don't know that I would have been the one to go home, but I do know that if Elle were sitting next to me right now, I would feel very, less confident in my chances. I think this is a game of outwit, outplay, outlast, and I don't think that that goes against that spirit.
If I ask you one more question. I feel like you approached me very early on about being like a secret team or something, and then you very quickly left me in the dust. So why should I ever vote for you?
I think that vote was really about tribe strength, and I wish that I had seen the winds blowing another way. I did throw out, I'm trying to remember whose name I threw out that was not yours. But this was after the Frisbee Challenge where our team kind of got crushed. And
By the catchers.
and that was the way the wind blew.
Tim?
For each of you, if you had to vote for one of the other two, which one would you vote for and why?
I can go first. I mean, I'd vote for Mike. You know, I think our alliance, I mean, he literally was the reason why I could unlock my damn box and get to the puzzle piece. And so I think it's been really nice to have Mike in my corner, even though I realize, I guess, the whole point of Survivor is to backstab people.
I think out of loyalty to our alliance, I would vote for Adele as well.
I think Mike played a good game, but I think I would vote for Adele. We were successful in some challenges, and I just felt like I don't know. I just feel like I like how you played the game. Yeah.
Okay, last but not least, Elle.
Congratulations. I can't say I don't wish I was sitting where you are, but you look good up there. I want to congratulate Mike, especially. I think he played an incredibly strong game. The other two people next to you have been voted out before. You haven't. I think that's worth somebody saying again. Zainab, you had an opportunity to potentially keep me there, to not have this particular lineup. You had an opportunity to have, if I had even gotten out by chance, to have somebody who was going to feel loyalty to you and have a vote in your corner. Can you walk me through your reasoning of writing down my name?
I didn't want to gamble my chances when I knew I had a 100% chance of sitting here right now. And that was it.
You satisfied? All right, in that case, it's time to vote.
Mike has played such a strong game. If I'm going to lose to anyone, I feel great about losing to him. 3 individual immunities, never having his name written down. I mean, what a competitor. Blown away. He deserves it.
I'm really struggling with this one. I've got to go blue, but I can't decide if Mike or Adele deserve it more. I really don't know who to go with. I'm just going to start writing and see who comes out.
Mike, you played a great game. But honestly, Zainab surprised me, the fact that she survived as long as she did. I thought she was doomed. I thought they were picking us off one after another. So the fact that her social game kept her alive, and the fact that I live with her,
All right. Time to read the votes. First vote. Adele. Second vote. Mike. 1 vote Adele, 1 vote Mike. Third vote. Zainab. 1 vote Adele, 1 vote Mike, 1 vote Zainab. Adele. 2 votes Adele, 1 vote Mike, 1 vote Zainab. 5 votes left. Mike. 2 votes Adele, 2 votes Mike, 1 vote Zainab, 4 votes left. Mike. 3 votes Mike, 2 votes Adele, 1 vote Zainab, 3 votes left. Mike. 4 votes Mike, 2 votes Adele, 1 vote Zainab, 2 votes left. The winner of Survivor Temescal, Mike.